joining me for your May 2020 Astro Tarot Forecast. I have a bit of a surprise, a nice one, just to keep everybody a little bit happier. Game of Thrones Tarot, everybody. So we'll be getting into this, and I love the images, and I'm sure you will too if you're into the show. We'll see who comes through for you while I'm shuffling. Thank you for tuning in and for choosing me for your private readings. Sag, I know we're indoors. I want everyone to keep the faith and keep hope that not everything will always remain this exact way and structure, and that what comes up must come down. And these are transits and transitory energies I'm interpreting. Let's see what's here for you. And if you need personal guidance, I'm at audreyalison.com. On the 7th of May, we have a full moon at 17 degrees of Scorpio. There is a closure and an awareness afforded to Sagittarius in the very last and final sector, the full moon in the 12th house. Talk about release and endings and getting out of a cycle. You're reaching the end of a bad habit, is what I want to say. The 12th sector is the sector of addiction and quiet assessment. And it could have to do with what you realize you no longer want to participate in that could be hindering your development as opposed to helping. And this full moon brings awareness to you and a finality of going forward, what you're participating in and what you're not. On the 11th of May, Mercury moves into Gemini through May 28th. That is your polar opposite sign. And that is the 7th house of relationships, marriage, business partnerships. So Mercury here has you tending to details, assessing and analyzing your current connection. This is great for online dating. And what a good time to go online and start chatting it up and meeting somebody that you can get to truly know prior for a few days. Not that you need to waste your time for several months with somebody before seeing them, but this is a good time to assess and use your analytical skills in the 7th house of relationships. I'm sorry about my neighbor's dog. I don't know why he's so upset, but he likes to bark at every little bird. So if I can hear him, I'm sure you can. On the 13th of May, Mars moves into the sign of Pisces and will be here through June 27th. Mars is energy, stamina, drive, passion, determination, and in the 4th house, there's a ton of activity. You could be inspired to move throughout that time or rebuild, deconstruct, renovate the home. You'd have to use some precautions here at this time, but there's a lot to be done in the 4th house of how you live and where you live. And this is also the sector of the maternal figure in your life. So there's energy to connect with the mother in your life. Also watch anger and your tone in connection to your mother. There's an aggression too with Mars, and you just want to let go of the anger. On the 20th, the Sun enters Gemini, where Mercury is stationed through June 21st in that 7th house of partnership. And then the 22nd of May, we have our new moon at 2 degrees of Gemini in the 7th house. So there is a new connection available. The internet is a good way to do this because I know it's not like we're out and about bumping into people right now. halfway through the month, from the 15th through the 31st, Mars in Pisces starts to work with Uranus in the early stages of Taurus, and they form a sextile between your 4th and 6th house. That's harmonious energy. They're a sign away from each other. Working from home is a possibility, even more so, and continuing to do that. You might like how it worked so well for you that you just continue to realign your life working from home. Let's see what comes up in the tarot for you. I know Sag likes to get on the go though, so not all of you will be working from home. This has a lot to do with your physical fitness as well, and your commitment to diet and routine in the home, in the 6th house. So let's see what's here in the tarot, Sag, if you'd like a private reading. I'm at audreyalison.com. I read all through the week, and I have a summer goddess planner that will be available shortly on my homepage. Scroll down to that and you can see my reading rates, as well as the Mother House of the Goddess planner for the summer that I worked on with Marissa McCall and Kimberly Moore. So take a look at that. Here are your cards, Sag, for the month of May. Queen of Swords. That's Cersei. She's sitting on that throne. Air sign, Gemini. That Gemini sign, Libra, Aquarius, all where the 7th house is in Gemini. There's a connection. There's a partnership afforded to you. Let's see what is around this. The Empress. The mother of dragons, Daenerys. I am Daenerys Stormborn. She is very strong. There is a fertility to Sagittarius, and perhaps creating a child, a creative project, creating an independent future, birthing an idea is coming up here. The Tower. Wow. That is, wow, that's like insight, striking revelation. Perhaps a complete change of direction for Sagittarius, and an awareness that, hey, life is going to work a new way for me, and take control over how you want to work. Delegate your life. And the Page of Cups, Bran. Wow, these cards are just jumping out of my fingers. The Psychic. The Page of Cups is an invitation. Now on the show, I know he was extremely clairvoyant and did a lot of shape-shifting and astral travel. But this card is about accepting an invitation. It does have a water sign energy to it, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And it's an outcome card. From your revelation comes an offer, a creative venture. And it could be a partnership, because your 7th house is so prominently hit in the astrology. It's time to start something new, and you might even ask or get in touch with whoever this represents to you, this person here. There is the desire to communicate an intimacy or a personal loving message. I hope this was helpful to you. And if you would like a private reading, I am at audreyalison.com. Remember, Sag, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.